Our household had two cats at the time. One cat was the family cat, but the other cat, Edward, obviously loved my brother more than anyone. They'd always cuddle together on the sofa and Ed would always be at his side. Ed loved me too, but it was obvious it wasn't the same. When my brother died, Edward was a wreck, as was the rest of the family. He would wait outside my brother's door, crying for him. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, after crying myself, only to find Edward sitting in my brother's empty bedroom looking downward. He'd seem to endlessly cry for my brother. And it was apparent that he knew what had happened. He seemed to know my brother had died. He knew he wasn't coming back. The silver lining, though, is that Edward still loves my brother, even several years later. He sits right beside my brother's altar, resting his head on the box of his ashes. Sometimes, I'll see him staring at photos of my brother. His eyes will be incredibly focused on the photos and he'll rest a paw on them. He doesn't do this to any other photos. I have a friend who is about the same height and weight as my brother and shares some traits. When he would come visit, Edward knew it wasn't him, but that kind of person is the type of he loves. Edward instantly snuggles up to him. He loves being around tall adolescent guys. I think they remind him of my brother. When I'm with Ed, I remind him how much I love him and I hold on to him for hours. He's a simple cat, a little dumb, he drools, but he's the most emotionally intelligent animal I've ever seen. I love him endlessly. He's helped me a lot. He so plainly loves and misses my brother. He's doing a lot better and no longer crying every night for my brother. He's enjoying life but leaving time to remember his favorite guy. It pushes me forward. Because if a cat can love and properly, healthily mourn, then so can I. Edit. I will post a photo of Edward when I get home today. Here is the photo of him. Imgur.com web link. The cat Imgur.com web link. My wife died 5 months ago giving birth to our son. It absolutely nearly broke me. I'm still hanging on by a thread most days. I generally don't lie or sugarcoat things to the older kids besides things like Santa and the Tooth Fairy. They're 10, 6 and 2 now. But when I looked at their faces when I was telling them that their mother wasn't here anymore, I couldn't tell them the truth. I didn't tell them that she died giving birth to their baby brother because I knew they'd resent him and I don't want that. I just told them that she had died. Maybe I would have told them if we could afford therapy, but I can't. Just another thing to fail these kids on. I'm writing this on my lunch break at work because I felt like the truth would suffocate me. In a few hours I'll pick the kids up from school and daycare, 4 kids who lost their mother, one who didn't even get to be hugged by her, and me, and we'll get takeout because I'm too tired to cook today, and they'll sit and watch SpongeBob and laugh and I'll sit with the baby and think how oblivious they are. I feel guilty. I live in Japan. My girlfriend is spending New Year's with a guy that she had claimed is 100% just a friend. I think that it may be true and she isn't lying to me. However, this situation has kind of already unfolded. I had something to do for work and I have the night shift tonight during New Year's. We live about an hour and a half away from Mikother, so it comes as no surprise when I can't be there. She can find friends to hang out with her on New Year's of course. However, I'm thinking this is something that she doesn't understand somehow. I don't understand how she can't see the way I feel about this because I would sure as hell not hang out with another woman other than her, and especially on a holiday. If she had a group of friends with her it would have been a different story, but it's literally just them two. She tried everything to give me reassurance. I have trust issues and I have been cheated on in this same manner before. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to her for the weekend, but I'm really thinking about it. I want to talk to her about it and why I think it's inappropriate. She even offered to stay in for the night and not go out considering the way I felt about it, but I told her it was okay because I didn't want her to just sit around on New Year's with nothing to do. I have to start work soon and she's at the bar with him. This is really uncomfortable for me. I think this is something I really have to think about and talk to her with. The culture is different between us, but I thought this would be a given. I even asked her how she would feel if I was out with another woman. And she said she would feel pretty nervous about it. I'm not nervous, I'm sick to my stomach. Oh Reddit. What wisdom can you grant me today? Just now I came across the whole whitewashing cookies controversy in the Cookie Run fandom. Apparently drawing humanized cookies any other color than brown is racist and as bad as whitewashing humans. And most of the cookie-run community act as if whitewashing cookies is some sort of crime. Artists were bullied almost to the point of suicide and harassed because they didn't believe that cookies represent a certain race. Well duh, they're cookies. Also, when I searched on Twitter whitewashing cookies, one of the prominent people openly supporting harassing artists is carical gender, meaning they identify as a caracal. I'm just reading these people's posts thinking, the fuck is wrong with you? Are you stupid? What is going on here? This is literal insanity. And these people act as if drawing a cookie in any color other than brown is a serious racist issue. Also, they think identifying as an animal is normal. They think harassing artists to suicide is justified. I feel like I'm the only person who realizes that this is literal insanity. What is going on with the world? It has been 2 years and 6 months since I made a Reddit account and under the cover of being anonymous started to randomly share things about my life. I was mad at the users saying my husband was a textbook narcissist because I was posting in search of answers to the mental health struggles that I felt he was victim to. I deleted my accounts multiple times, switched up my wording to change whatever triggered the abuse comments, and did post again to continue my search for answers. Never got by y'all even once. Lol. So I want to apologize to the users that I argued with when they told me I was in an abusive relationship and I needed to protect my children. It was those specific users that opened my eyes to the control I was under. They never accused me of doing wrong by my children but did beg me to take action for the sake of my children. No one ever attacked me in these posts, but they were direct and honest even when I got incredibly defensive. I obviously see how ridiculous I was being, and I just want to thank you all for your kindness and apologize for getting upset with some of you. Reddit actually did change my life and the lives of my children. With my divorce hearing in 9 days, I just want to say I did listen to you, Reddit. I did take action to protect my children and myself. I am set up to obtain sole legal custody of our son we had together. I have a daughter, not with him, and she is safe as well. Thank you. Edit. I guess I need to clarify that these Reddit users just helped me become aware of the abuse in my marriage. The fact that no matter which way I told my story and what info I left out, I never fabricated anything since I was trying to find legitimate help and answers for my husband. He covered his narcissistic behavior under an umbrella of mental health claims. I was actually telling myself that the smashed TV at the foot of my bed, the one smashed while I was in bed nursing my 2-month-old baby, that he had to smash the TV because he loved me so much he didn't want to accidentally hurt me. Please don't make fun. I understand how ridiculous that sounds. But I think that some people are missing how blind I was to my abusive relationship. It took about a year from the first time someone called it out until I actually accepted the information. About another 6 months to figure out how to get out alive, as any resistance resulted in worse behavior. Another 6 months from there until I stopped bathing in the comfort of physical freedom and got to work on filing for my legal freedom as well. And next week, I get my maiden name back. This was a process, not a quick decision made by strangers.